Doctors are on a mission to get free air purifiers in every classroom in Utah, and time is running out.
Fox 13 News reporter Lucy Nelson shares with us what they say is one of the most important education and clean air initiatives in the entire state.
The amount of air pollution on the school bus, on the way to school, can affect how they're able to perform on the test that very same day.
Dr. Brian Mensch says there's been a surge in research coming out about how air quality impacts our brains and ways of thinking.
It's important that every child in the state have an opportunity to have the cleanest air possible in the school that they're attending.
He and others with Utah Physicians for a Healthy Environment realized there was a simple, effective way to get air purifiers in classrooms.
There are hundreds of studies that have shown very clearly air pollution is a significant factor in brain development, brain function, student performance.
The legislature turned down their request for funding originally, but then COVID hit Utah, and with it flowed in federal grant money for initiatives like theirs.
And we thought, this is a great opportunity to accomplish both goals.
A $90 million opportunity to get clean air for students during COVID and in general.
This is, I think, the most important clean air initiative in the state in the last 20 years. And over that time frame, it may be one of the most important programs to improve school education in Utah as well.
Dr. Mensch says around 64% of schools in Utah have these air purifiers right now, and he'd like to get that number closer to 100% by the deadline. In order to do that, he says parents, teachers, and administrators need to get on board and get these purifiers in their classrooms.
We're reaching out to them on a daily basis, making phone calls to all districts and schools, administrators, and so forth.
The deadline before funding is cut off is July 31st.
We've had
Dr. Sean Slack says he is grateful his son's daycare and his first grader school, Emerson Elementary, have already taken advantage of the program.
Nobody has to do really anything. There's no extra tutoring, there's no extra work for parents, there's no extra work for the kids, and yet everybody gets the benefit of it. So it's pretty profound.
He says he frequently sees children impacted by pollution and inversion in Utah in his line of work.
So we see that in asthmatics, and you know, if a poor kid has to be in the ER instead of in the classroom, they're ultimately losing ground. And so what we want to do is keep them in the classroom, and I think the purifiers have shown that they can help do that in a safe way.
Dr. Mensch says there are millions of dollars left just waiting to be spent on purifiers in schools and daycares.
It's just something that really should be done.
In Salt Lake City, Lucy Nelson, Fox 13 News, Utah.